Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my Saturday photo talks. So today I'm going to talk about a little bit of gear, and I mean really little. This is the Minox 35 ML. It's a tiny little camera, pops open on the front, and it's an auto exposure and a program camera, so you can just use it as an absolute point and shoot, which is what I'm doing with the first roll of film that's in it. And it's so simple and easy to use. I have such a great view through my viewfinder with glasses on, and it folds up and fits in my pocket that easily. And I love how tiny it is. It's got a 35 millimeter 2.8 color Minotaur lens. That was what Minox called their lens. And it's a German-made camera, and it has a light meter inside, so it has a battery, and it's a common battery, and it's one of those things that I picked up. Actually, I was buying something else from the guy, and he goes, I have this too. Do you want this? I'll just throw it in. I'm like, yeah, throw it in. Now, I've had other Minoxes, and they were not this model, and both of them, they worked when I bought them, and within a very short time, I went to press the shutter and nothing happened. And so far, this one is still working. I'm not positive about how reliable all the Minoxes are. And hopefully this is the model that they fix some of the reliability issues. But I know that I've had two that were working and then they weren't. And they're automatic cameras with an electronic shutter, so it's not like you can just go in full manual and use them without a meter and without a battery and just do it yourself. They're dependent on that battery. And so far, this one's working. I think that there's a whole list of guides online. If I can find it, I'll put it in the show notes, of which ones are the better Minoxes, which ones are the ones to go for, which ones have the most value. I don't know what they cost. I didn't pay for this. I just was given it. But talk about a shirt pocket camera. Like the Olympus XA, it's just so tiny. The Olympus XA has an aperture priority mode. This has a full program mode. And I like the idea of being able to go out and say, I'm not going to even think about photography. I'm just going to think about composition today. Put it in my shirt pocket and we'll see what it does. I've heard other people say that it made them stop carrying sometimes their larger cameras because the results were so good. And I can't attest to that yet because the camera still has its first roll of film in it. But if you're looking around for a camera the size of a pack of cigarettes and you're looking for something that weighs nothing, you can take everywhere, and you can find a great deal, I think even when you find them online, they're not that terribly expensive. Just make sure you're getting one that's working. Make sure it's guaranteed to be working when you get it, and try to err towards the side of cameras that have the better reliability reputations because they don't all have it. But this is the Minox ML with a 35 2.8, and it's a great little small camera. They were making cameras as small as they can. It's barely the size of a roll of film to go through it and make it so that they can make it as simple and easy as possible. All right, that's today's photography talk, a little gear talk, really little. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks to all of my supporters. I appreciate you. And I will be back next time, and we will talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.